So we're gonna take a look at this. I think I saw a glimpse of this, but I didn't get to see the whole entire thing. So I'm interested in seeing how this actually goes.
Mewtater's Mewtwo, I just love watching this. It's so like thought out and just so well prepared. I just love watching these characters. All right.
You know, if it's one thing, you don't really get to watch this matchup too often. Darkrai's are pretty scarce in the Pokken community, and it's even more scarce to see a good one. So.
There we go. Okay, there we go. That's what Shadowcat needed right there. Nice combo into it.
Wonder if he tried to do a Drain Punch just to catch him before it.
Like, didn't have a reason to. Now we have BDR going. Wow, that's still able to shield that. All right.
Uh-oh. Internet, please.
Really just playing super reactionary off of Mewtater right now. Look at that. Yeah, he's just waiting for Mewtater to make an option.
Goodness gracious.
Reset opportunity.
Yep.
Shadowcat is the Darkrai.
So if it's one thing for a lot of people that don't know, Darkrai is nightmare mode, as I like to call it. Jesus, why is this acting up? Let me put this down. 480p. So Darkrai's nightmare mode is really strong, no matter what character is going against it. The option is just really overpowering for against many cases, and you're almost guaranteed to take chip no matter what. It's just that overpowering. So most cases, you're gonna see a lot of scrambles once he gets in nightmare mode, just because people want to get out of what he's doing.
I think it's a really, really solid support.
Nice. Good reaction to the port. He was just basically stuck there.
Your opponent has to change their game plan according to Magikarp, and that's something with Darkrai.
Oh.
Your opponent's actions really, really important.
That's such a difficult position to be in. When you're playing against Mewtwo in the corner,
Your opponent has to change their game plan according to Magikarp, and that's
like being right there against Mewtwo in the corner, like it is so little that you can do, just because of the fact that once he's, I can't even see it. Let me do this. There we go. Once he's right there in your face, it has you deep in that corner. You can't get anywhere. You're just gonna get stuck. So in many cases, what you end up having to do, you have to figure out this this high or low mix up because of IEDJY. And I mean, whichever route you choose ends up giving Mewtwo a lot of damage. So you have to be careful about which one you choose, just in general. Hey, look at that. 2x confirmed. Or 2x with punish. I'm surprised he didn't actually jump out the corner. Stayed in the corner right there. He just actually gave himself still a bad position. Even if you have nightmare mode, you're still stage control is still very important, especially when it comes against Mewtwo. Oh my God, he just caught up. What a read. Wow, that almost killed.
And only 15 seconds on the clock. Oh man, this is so close.
Oh my goodness.
Shadowcat just probably wishing for something to connect here.
Got Magikarp, but no time to use it.
Yep.
KO.
Alright. Really? Okay.
Wow, what a comeback.
I think he was just dominating that first round.
He was so close to dying because Shadowcat didn't want to come out the corner, but what two clean reads in nightmare mode got him that comeback. If it's one thing trying to deal with any character trying to deal with Darkrai in nightmare mode, it's just really difficult. So you can see Mewtater. What you'll see is that Mewtater will try a handful of attempts to whiff punish or try to get a reaction punish with fire punch. And you'll see it doesn't really work out just because of how fast nightmare mode recovers. It's really hard. I played it against a handful of times. Nice hyper beam. I played it a handful of times, and it is always a headache trying to deal with.
Yeah, exactly.
Especially trying to deal with that too.
Of course, like Dark Ride's plenty of counterplay to it, but it's like,
Ah, yeah. Nasty plot.
Wow, what a nice dash.
again, you just kind of gotta do it.
For those that don't know that actually just pushed them up forward.
Of course, like Dark Ride's plenty of counterplay,
That puts them right here. Since there's no counteractive frames happening here, Mewtater just happens to push Darkrai just far enough so that he gets past the two rifts. And that allows him to not even get hit while he gets a free grab off of this.
you just
It's actually super, super smart.
Darkrai has bad frame data. Make use of it.
I love how Mewtater does like the push out of the fire spin to like make it a bit more threatening. Okay, here we go.
Now he's got Darkrai corner.
Yeah, this is just this is the blender here.
Oh, man, he gets Nightmare Mode off of this.
Conversion. The thing is, he can do as much as he wants in that combo as long as it ends in
Oh, it just whiffed a miss.
he can do whatever he wants.
I love jumping over what Darkrai does.
And that's going to do it, yep. They're taking that round.
Alright, so Mewtater finding something here. Interesting he's going for the cell bait.
That's one thing I'm not sure if Shadowcat is actually comfortable with playing it in the corner.
I mean, he must have just switched core. Yeah, we the hyper beam
Oh,
stopped working.
definitely wrong reaction there.
It just shuts down BDR. If you're having a hard time in the field, it just says no more field. I think it's a really, really cool meta choice. I like it.
Nice trap.
Alright.
If it's one thing, he's getting Nightmare Mode quite often, but he's getting red for just trying to be able to either poke or trying to do anything else. So
All the no more bad dreams for you.
half of the time when he's in Nightmare Mode, he's getting stuck in the corner. And when you're stuck in a corner, there's much less for you to go.
He's gonna take game 2.
Man, okay, something happened in there.
He figured it out.
Someone was talking into his earpiece, giving him the details.
It's like
Adaptation there.
you can't just allow Mewtwo to just
Gave Shadowcat any amount of
be in this neutral space. Once he's he's at that neutral space that where you want, then that's when he gets to control which one you want.
I'm just gonna make
What are you going after? Are you going for a high or are you going for a low?
that was a big part of why I was working out, because Shadowcat had no time to establish himself.
He's gotta be thinking about this.
I mean, I think Shadowcat trying to use fireballs just to at least control him from further away is not really working.
But then again, he didn't really need to. Like, he was
Because by the time he's doing the fireballs, Mewtwo's way too close.
It's kind of hard to gauge because the last matches were so different. Like,
Alright, let's fast forward this bit.
so we got trusty Togekiss.
Yep. Mimikyu coming out from Shadowcat. He wasn't using that before,
That
was
is
he?
interesting. I don't think if he was, I did not.
I've been noticing a lot of people just use Mimikyu a lot right
Yep, get that clean whiff punish.
now. Cool choice. I think it adds something that a lot of other sports don't.
Here we go, Nightmare Mode, right into it. So first thing I want to go ahead and say is that, I need to get a better whiteboard. First time I'm using it, I already need a better one. So when you already think about this, about right here is where things get a little bit dicey. So if you throw a fireball at this range, this doesn't work out. This isn't close enough for you to, or this isn't far enough away for you to do a fireball. Fireball, I think in this matchup isn't as strong anymore. Reason being is the fact that IEDJY is this, so you could just go right over it, and there's little recovery on IEDJY. So you throw a fireball, he gets to jump over it. I wouldn't say necessarily Street Fighter, but kind of like anime air dash ways. Anime air dash, he just goes right over it, and for the most part, you're just gonna get bopped from that point. He gets to go right over that, and what else do you do? So I think if he's using a 2x in that scenario, 2x is gonna actually help him out, because 2x covers here and it covers here. It covers a lot of space when you just 2x, and it's relatively safe against most of the other options. So that's what you start seeing him do more often. It just 2x. If you use 2x a little bit more, even though you're minus, you can still play against it.
Support counterplay. So like, there's
I think that fares much more than trying to do the fireballs
like Mew, like
from mid range. I don't think that works that well against Mewtwo. Gutsy.
Get something set up here. Nice combo going.
That's not enough for the confirm. Oh, he just messed up.
He's just trapped in that.
And now he's in the corner himself. He's been in the corner quite often. Oh, this does so much damage.
Full conversion. Oh, boom. That's the Mewtater special right there. I remember the day like you put that on Twitter, I was like, this is stupid. I hate this. This is so dumb.
Well, nice.
Yep.
That was a really good bait.
Going for the full.
Spends the whole time, gets him closer to the corner with nightmare mode, and even he knows exactly the same thing. I think that's definitely the case. He's not been paying attention to Hyper Beam. Like he definitely just preemptively did that, thinking that he was gonna do IDJY to try and go right over him. But even then, 2x, you're still safer here. You're safer against the Hyper Beam. You're safer against Fire Punch. Mimikyu punishes Fire Punch. He can't go over it against 2x.
I just love how there's like a whole game of like counterplay, and then eventually just do a Hyper Beam. Just gotta check him real quick.
I mean, Shadowcat.
A lot more chip damage going on for this run. Field.
Look at Mewtater's movement around all his projectiles was so good. He kept that advantage even through all those projectiles.
Oh, I think he caught him in lag right there. Mewtater has been really clean getting on these Hyper Beams lately.
When it's all fresh and clear.
Alright, there we go. That's the word. Mewtater is just like really just knowledge. It's just
Yeah, pre-up inverse. Doesn't want to really stay in the corner, but it's not really as much contesting against the burst. If it's another thing, he doesn't really grab that often. I don't think Shadowcat threatens grab. Whoa, that was weird. I think Shadowcat threatens grab outside of that one moment. But I haven't really seen him threaten grab for any of these situations. And you should get nightmare mode off of this. Oh no, the 21 hits. Tons of chip. That chip put him right back into the lead. That one? That was awkward. Can't believe it. What did he try to do right there? There's 2 instances right here. Wasn't a crit. I think he tried to grab. Yeah, he tried to grab right there. And then he panicked there. But he had more than enough health. Look how much health he had. 244. 224. So much health. He just let it go because he thought that he wasn't going to commit to it. Oh, man. That sucks. That's unfortunate, dude. That's a very heavy loss. All because he didn't expect Mewtater to actually swing at the last minute. And as soon as that happened, he just ended up losing more than enough life to actually take the lead. Or to actually maintain his lead. But good stuff. I mean, Mewtater was hitting a bunch of hyper beams, keeping Shadowcat in the corner too. He was playing really well the entirety of it. And I think even though he was starting to figure out nightmare mode as the set was going on, but you could tell that he was doing a fairly good job of just noticing when he could take his high-low situations. Shadowcat not really using the 2x as much. I think he started using it in the first game, but then he sort of tapered off away from it, and that gave Mewtater the chance to get his game going a little bit more often. Plus, you know, some of the I guess you could call it robotic options that he chose, but I think he just wasn't necessarily thinking it through. He just probably did it just to do it. Didn't think that he could get punished for it. So